Hello, this is Dr. Bouvier with Dr. and You, and we've had some interesting things happen in the office, and this is a particular time that we just love to share with other people because I love to document I like to document scientifically a miracle.
Yes, it
right?
definitely was a miracle.
So let's tell us your story. And when did it start?
It started,
a couple weeks ago?
yeah, a couple weeks ago, like 3 o'clock in the morning. I had a severe right headache on the right side of my head.
Right.
Went to Genesis Hospital in the emergency room. They took and done a CAT scan, blood work, everything. They could not find nothing wrong, and was going to send me home. Before they could send me home, I had a heart attack. So they got me stabilized and everything, and then they still worried about, well, did I have an aneurysm in the head or what? So they decided to take me by ambulance down to St. John Providence down in Southfield.
Right.
They get me down there. They get me up on the 5th floor, which is head injury floor.
Right.
Well, they prep me for what they call angiogram, where they got to go through the arteries up around your brain.
Right.
And all that. Before they done that, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sorry. They done an MRI of my brain. They couldn't find nothing.
So there was no subdural hematoma, no
Nothing.
reason for the headache.
No reason. Still
Okay.
massive headache.
Okay.
So anyway, they fixed me up for this test. Told my brother they're going to take me down and I'll see him tonight, you know. They took me downstairs. This was like 9 o'clock in the morning. That's the last thing I remember until they brought me out of what do you call that?
The ICU?
No,
The intensive care unit? Or?
Intensive care, but they had me on life support.
Okay.
That's the word I was looking for.
They were breathing for you and
Yeah.
had a tube in your mouth. And...
Oh, yeah. So anyway, I guess through the process of taking out, I seen me an angel. And she's blonde-headed. I could tell you exactly the way she looked. We communicated back and forth, but her lips didn't move. Mine didn't move. You couldn't tell objects, in other words, round corners, square corners, nothing.
Because?
Everything was just bright light. Everybody talks about seeing light.
Right.
Everything just as bright can be.
So how'd you know she was an angel?
Just the way we was communicating, and I could see the wings. The wings are the only distinct part of her I could tell.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, as they was bringing me out, I told my brother, I said, there she goes to a door. And they all looked around. Ain't nobody there. I said, well, she went right to that door just a minute ago.
What'd she tell you when you were...
Said it wasn't my time yet. See, I'd flatlined completely. That's where they put me on ventilators and all that.
Right.
And so anyway, she told me it wasn't my time. And my brother had power of attorney over me. It took him a couple of days to get down there with the paperwork so to get me off the ventilator.
Okay.
The doctor told him, said, when I take him off, don't look for him to be alive. If he's dead, he's dead. Just roll the dice and go for there, you know. And as soon as they pulled me off, it took about 8 hours to get me off, 16 hours, something like that.
Okay.
I wasn't aware of how long it took. Seemed like blink my eye, and those days went by that quick.
Yeah.
So anyway, they got me off, and the first thing I see my brother sitting there. I told him, that's when I told him I seen an angel, and it's been that way ever since. And I tell you what, you'll never feel such a feeling in your life.
A feeling of what? Calmness? Or?
Calmness, not a pain in the world, nothing, no worry, no nothing. You just feel so relaxed.
Well, it was kind of interesting. You know,
Yeah.
they thought you had some sort of bleed on your brain.
Yeah, they did, and they never could find nothing.
And then they also said that you had a heart attack initially.
Correct.
When they went back and rechecked, there was no heart attack.
Right. They couldn't find nothing wrong with me nowhere.
Now for years and years, you've had to do this self-cath thing because you couldn't go
Yes.
through by yourself, right?
Right. And they even, when I got off, come back, I was still on a catheter. I asked the nurse to take it off. That's when they brought me out of ICU.
Yeah.
Anyway, she took it off. Said, "No, if you can't go, we're going to have to put it right back in." I said, "Well, I'll take my chances. Take it off." She handed me a urinal. In about 10 minutes, I shot a big wad of blood. You could hear it hit the bottom of the urinal. Sounded like a pea hit.
But for years and years,
Yeah.
you've been having to do self-cath.
Right.
And now you've been out of the hospital how long?
3 days.
And you've been
No,
going
yeah.
and you've been going to the bathroom normally ever
Yeah.
since.
Yeah.
So you not only beat the bleed on your brain,
Right?
you beat the heart attack
And urination problem.
and the urination problem after you visit
Yep.
after you were visited by the angel and God
Correct.
through the angel said
Yep.
it's not your time yet,
Yes.
and then you came back and here you are today to talk about this miracles.
It is a miracle. Yes, I am. And I'll tell anybody that.
Wow. So there you go.
Yep.
Bonafide miracle happening at Provident Hospital, St. John's Hospital,
Correct?
part of the Ascension system, which doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Right?
Correct.
We got a wonderful group of hospitals through that Ascension system, and what
Yes.
a better place to have a miracle.
It was, yes.
So we'll spread the word, and anybody reading this or looking at this, be assured that there is a God,
Yes, there is.
and His name is Jesus,
And I'm a witness to it.
and you're a witness to it.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations!
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations! Spread the word.
Yep.